Welcome, everyone, to Pasadena, California and the Rose Bowl in the shadow of the San Gabriel Mountains. Arroyo Seco, also home to the UCLA Bruins, and it just doesn't get much better than this. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give to the back. Finding open areas. All kinds of running room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first step.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
The first down for the offense. Give to Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Childs. Finds his man down the middle. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses, too, throwing it. You got to be able to make good decisions. You got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Line getting set on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Give to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
That's a nice looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last game.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Nice move to stay on his feet. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Still looking on the move. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Flores. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Look, it's an offense. You're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
Trying to push their way into the end zone on third and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've
running toward the tape. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Gain of 5. Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, UCLA 7, Notre Dame 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. fires to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Here's the handoff. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Works the middle of the field. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Notre Dame right back to the line. Defense wants to bring the heat. On 2nd down, wants to throw it to the end zone, and it's picked off. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, and make these interceptions. And then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for a great field position.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Back to pass, it's Childs. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator. It's a lot of DCs. They focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for...
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quickly complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets a block. Quick step and go. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime and potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Flores. Touchdown, UCLA! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Gainesville. They're trailing by 14 to Texas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Throwing right. Fires it incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Brown has it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Fast motion from the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to pass, it's Childs. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Bruins have taken it inside the 20. From the gun on third down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bruins. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the lone running back. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kick.